So we are at the end of the 2025 SEMA show. I am joined in the ACT booth by Eric. Eric, good to meet you, honestly. I don't have any prior experience with you guys on the channel, but in the actual industry, you guys have been here for a while, right?
Yeah, we got started in 1994, so we're just going on 31 years right now. We did kind of primarily start with the JDM background, Honda, Mazda, Nissan. That was Dirk, the president. That was his idea, was he kept going to the drag strip, seeing all these cars going down the drag, and he just said there's a market for this and we need to do this. So Sport Compact is really like our bread and butter. That's where we started. We do offer LS applications, a lot of domestic, Ford. We're branching out into European as well, but JDM is where we started, and JDM is probably still what we're mostly known for.
You know, even though I haven't done any kind of work with you guys in the past, I have always been very familiar with your guys' product because, believe it or not, even though I do a lot of muscle car content now, I used to be extremely deep in the JDM market with my old Honda, my old H22 manual transmission. ACT was always right there front and center in the options that you could buy. So although I was never a customer, you guys were always there in somewhere in the JDM sphere. So it's really nice to know that we're both kind of coming from the same places.
Yeah.
And you guys are kind of expanding into the type of places where I am now. So let's go through a couple of your guys' products that you guys have. Thank goodness some of the noise calmed down. But let's go ahead and go through a couple of your guys' products just to showcase the kind of technology and the kind of equipment you guys carry.
So these are our modular twin disc kits. This has really kind of springboarded us into doing a whole new style. Here we have our pull type clutch, and we offer this for like the FDRX7, the Evo 8 and 9. We do offer it for the Evo 10 as well, but obviously it would be a different configuration. The RB stuff, the RB26s, we just released the 32 and 33. And these come in at 700 foot-pounds of torque with stock pedal feel and full face organic discs, all the way up to 1300 foot-pounds of torque with a ceramic style disc and an upgraded diaphragm.
Okay.
And so this is the push style, and the FCRX7, the push type RB26, and the WRX are probably our top selling versions of this kit. These ones come in at 625 foot-pounds of torque and can get up to 1100 foot-pounds. Still very streetable as far as the entry level is concerned.
What necessarily makes it a little bit more streetable or less streetable than other kits?
So realistically, the big thing is your engagement quality. You want to go with a full face organic disc similar to this style right here. It's very close to an OE, but it does have a higher heat capacity than your standard OEM disc. We also use steel back linings to protect against burst strength. So pretty much if you were to hard downshift, miss a gear, something like that, you may just glaze the top layer of lining, your disc isn't going to explode on you. The 6-puck, when you go to something like this, it's more race oriented. We say that these are not really that streetable because they're more like an on-off switch, very abrupt engagement, and it's just kind of more track oriented.
Okay. And when you purchase a clutch setup, can you choose, or is it like a preset thing, or how does it work?
So absolutely. Basically, when you're choosing the clutch that you want to do, you narrow it down to your power capabilities, what you're looking to do in the future, as well as the drivability. Sometimes a car's only making 300 foot-pounds of torque, and they'll get a clutch that's rated for 500 or 600 foot-pounds, but because they want something a little more race-oriented, a little more aggressive, they go with the 6-puck style. So it doesn't always necessarily mean just the torque holding capability. You want what fits your driving style and your use and needs as well.
Do you also carry something a little bit more basic, like maybe some sort of single disc setup?
Absolutely, yes. Single disc is what we mainly, that is probably our prime real estate when it comes to our clutch brand. HDSS setups, full face organic with the entry level pressure plate, top seller for pretty much every application we have.
What do you think are the upper torque levels for the single disc setups?
It just really depends on the application. A lot of companies do stages. We don't, because there's sometimes it's very inconsistent in the industry of what a stage is. So we're more torque specific towards the vehicle, but we can get up to, like with our LS stuff, 709 foot-pounds of torque with just a single disc entry level kit.
Right. Okay. And we have twin disc setups right here. Do you guys do triple disc?
We do a triple disc right now, which is a 2JZ to G-Force. It's pretty niche as far as the application goes.
Right.
But we are expanding and looking into doing some triple disc applications, probably some future Honda stuff coming.
What would be the upper level of that triple disc application?
I think it'll probably start around 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, and we really want to get it a little bit higher than that. I mean, triple discs, we're seeing a lot more in the Honda stuff as far as drag racing goes.
Right.
And that's probably the call that we need to get done.
All right. And are there any new emerging markets or new products that you guys are looking into that you might be coming out pretty soon?
So we are going to be releasing soon some BMW twin disc stuff, the M2 Comp. We just did an install on that, the F80. We have the RB26 push type that should have just gotten released, and then the R34 is going to be coming at the end of the year.
You weren't kidding. You guys are deep in the JDM crowd still. Awesome. So for the rest of my LS guys, what do you guys have for them? You have single disc, double disc setups?
We have single disc starting at 608 foot-pounds of torque to the crank with our sport pressure plate. We also have a flywheel that's 15 pounds that'll be compatible with it, or the stock LS flat surface flywheel, so not an LS7, but you can get all the way up to 1,500 foot-pounds of torque with a twin disc and everything in between.
Oh wow. Well, thank you very much, Eric. Like I said, SEMA has ended. It actually ended probably like 20 minutes ago. Everybody's driving out. I'm sorry to hold you guys up. I'm like, please, let me do an interview with you. So you guys have been very gracious. Thank you so much for your time, Eric.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. And in case anybody wants to learn more or wants to see like maybe what your products cost or a little bit more things in detail, where should they go?
You can check them out on our website, which is advancedclutch.com, or feel free to give a call in. I am the customer service and sales lead, so you get me on the phone and we'll help you pick what's best for you.
All right, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.
Sounds good.